Well, we've talked some of the ongoing wildfires burning around the region, but we have to talk how that's affecting air quality across much of the area. Smoke and poor air quality remains in the forecast as extreme fire danger returns, along with some warmer temperatures as we get into the middle of the week. Right now, that smoke is showing up quite impressively on some of the satellite imagery, and notice a bulk of it northeastern Oregon through central portions of the Idaho Panhandle into parts of Montana. Now, we do have some wildfires burning off to our north, up in the northern portions of Idaho and even northern portions of Washington, but for the most part, that smoke is lifting off to the north. The worst of it stays down to our south, but that's going to be something we keep a close eye on the next couple of days. As wind shifts, we'll see more of a smoky haze move into much of the region. In fact, a little bit of easterly flow or wind out of the east as we start the day on Tuesday means we all likely wake up to a bit more smoke than we did on Monday. Then as we get into later in the day, notice everything just kind of settles. We have a ridge of high pressure in place and not much steering wind. Basically, Tuesday has the calmest wind of the entire week. And while that's good for fire danger, it's not necessarily great for ongoing air quality issues. We will get our next update in the air quality alerts as we get into Tuesday, say midday. But for now, just know poor air quality is likely in all the gray shaded areas. That includes northeastern Oregon, central portions of the Idaho Panhandle, and over into Montana, right where we saw that satellite imagery. Now, when it comes to what we're seeing here, it's a little bit of smoke on the horizon, but for the most part, it's beautiful blue skies with temperatures hovering pretty close to 80 degrees. A predominantly zonal flow for now eventually changes thanks to that. It's our next little bit of energy, and as that moves in, we are going to see a bit of a change. It's a cold front. It's going to be dry, so we don't really get much in the way of precipitation. However, what we do wind up getting is a whole lot of wind. So with warm temperatures, a very dry atmosphere, and wind gusts to 30 miles per hour, we will likely see red flag warnings go into effect. Today, 5 to 15, tomorrow, calm, but Wednesdays when we see those winds up at 15 to 30 miles per hour, and then staying strong into Thursday, kind of shifting to more northerly, pulling in some of that dry air. So the big story here is going to be elevated fire danger as we get into the day on Wednesday, but until then, likely stays pretty hot and pretty hazy.